Okay, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be ranking Sydney skate parks. I'm not sure how this is going to go. This is a different type of video for me. I'm in my room, I'm usually at the skate park, but let's give it a shot. I think we're going to dive straight into it. If I have to say anything before, these are my personal opinions. You might be different, but when I'm judging these skate parks, I'm taking into consideration everything that you would want in a skate park. Whether it's a street section, a bowl section, this section, or that section. I'm just trying to please everybody. So I have the tier list right here. We have the top tier being goated, very good, average, questionable, and horrific. So let me explain. Goated is basically a skate park that has everything someone would want. Whether they're a transition skater, a street skater, you name it, this goated skate park is for them and everybody. A very good is like nearly goated, like it has good obstacles, but there's some stuff where you're like, all right, it can change that, it can change this. Average is just like a mid skate park. Like it's good enough for you to go there on like a weekend or like an afternoon to skate it. There's also improvements like, you could fix these obstacles, you could add this, you could add that. And then questionable is like, all right, I don't know if I'm going to skate here. Like when someone texts you saying, oh, let's go to this skate park. Oh, I don't really want to go there. If I have to, I'm going to go. But for my preference, we're not going. That's the type of skate parks, a questionable tier. The last tier is horrific, like just a horrific skate park. What is this? That's basically what this tier is like. You can get rid of it and I'll still be the same skater that I am. Like I won't care. But without further ado, let's get into it. You can see at the bottom, I have the skate parks here. And we're not going to go in the order. We're just going to pick out randoms. Throughout this video, my opinions might change. You're just going to have to stick with me. The first skate park we're going to look at, I reckon let's look at ATP. It's a good park. It's like some of the obstacles like aren't that good. It's a slippery park. Let's actually look at the photos before I start judging. Here we go. Here's a closer up. We've got the out ledge, we've got the kink rail, we've got a long ledge there. We also have some banks, a flat bar that isn't really a flat bar. It's just different. Then we have a ledge, which is good. And then the middle volcano, you could say. There's other sections to the skate park, like the curb. Here's a second angle of the kink rail and the ledge next to it. Curved curb. Then the long marble ledge, you could say. So for this park, look, it has some good things and it has some bad things. It's not the best park. Like if someone's texting me saying, yeah, let's go to Tech. And I'm like, yeah, all right. Because I haven't been in a while. That's the only reason why. The best way to explain it, I think it's average. It's an average park. If there was a thing between questionable and average, I would probably put it there. But it's staying in average for now. For the next park, we're going to do my local, which I go to all the time, which is Much Skate Park. I like Much Skate Park a lot. Normal obstacles, but with just a tweak to them. It's like for the up and down rail, you can at least like cut some of it off, like it's excessively too long. Like it has hips, it has banks, ledges, it has stair sets, it has a 6 stair and 2 3 stairs. It's got a bowl, it's got quarter pipes, it's got curbs. Like I'm not trying to be biased. Like I actually think this skate park is somewhat good. For me personally, I'm going to put my skate park in very good. Next one we're going to pull up is Russell Crowe Pad. I'm sure some of you have been here. Like if you haven't been here, it's for a reason. It's just so random. I did do a video on this in the past. You can check that out. It's like a little park review. But this skate park is so random and it's just not appealing whatsoever. This bank to ledge is pretty fun, I have to admit. Like when Ollie and I skated that, we actually had fun. And same with this gap just here. This grass bit isn't there anymore, it's actually concrete. That gap over the hip is quite fun. Now, when it comes to ranking this park, my first intentions would honestly be to put it in horrific. Comparing it to other skate parks, it's actually horrific. I just have to put it out there. Like you have fun when you go there, but the fun will last 10 minutes. Next one we're going to move to is Sydney Park just here. Sydney Park's fairly new. It has a mini bowl, which is super fun. 10 out of 10. It has like this huge park section, pole jams, ledges, quarter pipes, a huge like vert wall, double set over here with some handrails. And then it has this huge bowl, Olympic sized bowl. This thing is huge. It's like so deep. I think it's like 11, 12 foot deep. It has like a spine. This is all like 6 to 8 foot, all of it. It's not appealing for the normal person, right? The best obstacle there is this bank. Oh my gosh. Like it's such a perfect bank. I'm sure a lot of you can agree. It's going in very good or average. You get kind of bored of it. It's a super, super busy skate park. You're always going to have to wait your turn when you come to this skate park. It should go in very good because it has a lot of obstacles you'd want in the skate. Putting it at the bottom of very good. Let's go Glebe Skate Park. Glebe Skate Park, it has a lot of good obstacles, I can't lie. It's a fun skate park, but this is very intermediate to advanced. Like even this A-frame rail, like there's a gap in between which makes it so much bigger. Like it has heaps of curbs that you can manual on, heaps of ledges. The flat bars are a little too high for my liking. I'm sure a lot of people can agree on that. The down rails are good. And then there's a lot of things you can discover while skating this park. I'm going to put it at the top of average. It's better than ATP, but it's not as good as Sydney Park, I feel like. Next one, we're going Bondi Skate Park. I used to find this park really, really fun. Like this was my go-to. I would go there all the time, especially the Shark Bowl. That is so fun. I used to be a transition skater and it was just so fun for me because it had the perfect size quarter pipes. It had a banks. It had a hip. It doesn't have a good street section. And when it comes to the street section, it's just like such weird obstacles. Like the only good thing for street skaters is just a ledge. Enormous down rails. Actually, it does have that one down rail, which a lot of people enjoy. Also, when I was doing this review, in my head I had the big bowl in mind, but for some reason I just didn't speak it out to the camera. So excuse that. And then here's a big bowl clip of me, and yeah, my opinion's the same, to be honest. But if I'm being honest, this park, for being the most popular beach in Australia or even in the world, everybody knows Bondi Beach. It doesn't live up to the expectations, so I'm putting it in the very middle, middle average. Next one, Green Hill Skate Park. I think I already know where I'm going to put this because this skate park has like everything you want. You want an up rail? It's got it. A perfect down rail? It's got it. Same with ledges. Up ledges, down ledges, it's got it. It's got a long rail as well, which is super fun. I'll pull up a clip of me skating that. It also has these rainbow ledges. It's got a double set. It's got normal ledges. It's got a Euro gap. The big bowl is so fun. The deep end is a perfect size. Pool coping makes it so much better. And then the mini bowl right here is even better. It's a perfect size mini bowl, long and smooth coping. This skate park is goated. I think a lot of people can agree with me on that one. This skate park is absolutely goated. Okay, moving on, we're going to go to Waterloo Skate Park next. Now this skate park is perfect for street skaters. It's got 3-stair obstacles, it's got 6-stair obstacles, it's got a flat bar, it's got ledges. Like I feel like this skate park is a street skater's dream. I think that's why it's so popular. It accompanies for transition skaters as well. It has a perfect mini ramp. So when you're going to Waterloo Skate Park, I feel like you're always going to learn a new trick because it's got the really small ledges, like the really small manual pad, and it's got the really small quarter pipe. If I have to rank it in this tier list, I'm putting it in very good. Just above Sydney Park. I feel like Much Skate Park is a bit better. That could be debatable if Much or Waterloo is better, but I feel like it's perfect in the very good placement. Next up is Maroubra Skate Park. This skate park needs to be redone. I grew up skating this skate park. Since I was 8, I've been skating this. This is all I knew for when I was younger. And I'm not being biased here. It's a fun park. But the only thing is, the concrete just needs to be redone. Like you can keep the same obstacles, the same ramps, everything, just make it smoother. Because when you fall on this, it's like hell. It's not fun at all. It's also got a ridiculous big bowl. Like at the bottom of the deep end, it's just bin burned. And it's just made the bottom of it just so rough and just so uncomfortable to skate. The shallow end is similar. It's just terrible ground. But besides that, it has a perfect hip. Like the hip, all 4 sides of the hip and the ledge on top is just so perfect. But the skate park is not perfect after all. And this is my local, like the localest local I could have. It's going in questionable. Like it can get fixed. Randwick Council can fix this. They just haven't. It's been up for like 11 years. The concrete has just been as terrible as it was this whole time. Let's move on from that. Let's go to Surrey Hills Bowl. I already know where I'm putting this, and I'm sure you do too. Similar to Maroubra Skate Park, the ground is rough, and when you fall on it, it does hurt and it will rip your pants. But look, it's just not a good skate park. I just have to put it that way. The transition's so quick when you're going up it, and it's just a compact bowl. So I think we can move on from this. It's going in horrific. Like just a random bowl in the streets of Sydney. Sydenham skate park is fun. I grew up a transition skater and I've like slowly morphed into street skating, and I feel like it just accompanies both so well. These perfect quarter pipes and mini ramps. It's got a spine, it's got ledges, it's got wall rides, it's got a huge bank bar, it's got pole jams, it's got some unique obstacles like the Euro gap. There's rails for round and rails for square, both up and down. And then it's got the bowl, perfect for learning grinds and pull coping. Like, it's so much fun. 2-3 foot the shallow end, and then the deep end's like 6-7 foot, I would say. My friends, they don't really like it as much as I do. I think I did like up and down this park for like at least 10-15 minutes without getting off my board. Like, that's how fun this park is. It's definitely gonna go in very good. The last skate park, which I forgot about, I can't believe I forgot about this, Chifley skate park. Like, there was a period in my life where I went to this every weekend on Saturday and Sunday and just skated this bowl and just the little quarter pipe. It's just not very convenient. It's not very close to shops and stuff like that. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere. It's good if you have a car, but if you're transporting around on buses, it's not the best. It's kind of like a trek away from everything else. The most perfect Euro, a perfect flat bar, a perfect ledge, manual pad, the stair sets, they're not that good. That 5 stair is not good. Like, it's the most awkward 5 stair. The up rail is only good on the left side. Like, if you're gapping from the Euro, that's hard. And then the down rail, the same thing. It's just, when you land in a bank. The bowl's super fun if you know how to skate bowl. Putting it anywhere on the list, I don't have the picture of it, but if I'm putting Chifley anywhere on the list, I'm putting it in average. It's going in average. Actually, now that I think about it, why is Bondi in front of Tech? Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This was a pretty fun video. Like, I've been meaning to do this, and I feel like I pulled the gifted hater side out of me, even though I'm not as judgmental, maybe. Oh, thank you for 700 subscribers, by the way. Like, that's insane. I can't believe that. I hit that last night too. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Let me know if you'll change anything about this list. Like, just drop a comment below. And yeah, thank you for watching. Peace.